Tyson Fury were disrupted by injury, says sparring partner Junior Farr. What I do know is that he did get injured. But I was very surprised by Fury's game plan. Deontay Wilder's rematch plan for Tyson Fury was derailed in the closing weeks of his training camp as he sustained a bicep injury. Confirmed sparring partner Junior Farr. The American heavyweight's reign as WBC heavyweight champion was brought to a dramatic end in February when he was sensationally stopped by Fury in Las Vegas. Wilder has since undergone bicep surgery, and Farr, who has regularly sparred with the Alabama man, revealed that the arm injury was suffered shortly before the second fight against Fury. The New Zealander told Sky Sports, "I was very shocked by the Wilder defeat. The lead-up and the training was actually really good. Deontay was looking great. I think he did hurt himself towards the end of camp, which I don't think would have played too much into the fight. But then I don't really know the extent of the damage of the injury that he sustained. What I do know is that he did get injured, but I was very surprised by Fury's game plan. As soon as the fight started, and I saw Fury not really taking a backward step, trying to push Wilder to the ropes, I was thinking, oh man, this is going to be a hard night for Wilder." Yes. The bicep injury. I don't know the extent of the damage, but he did hurt it, yeah. Fury just basically did what he said he was going to do, which was stop the biggest puncher in the world. That was a very, very good performance from him. Asked about Wilder's specific fitness issue, Farr said, "Yes, the bicep injury. I don't know the extent of the damage, but he did hurt it, yeah." Wilder initially suggested that his ring walk costume, weighing 40 pounds, had weakened him before the first bell, but has since hinted at further problems in the build-up. "There's a lot of things that I don't even want to talk about at this moment in time," he told the PBC podcast. "I'm still reflecting on certain things and I can't believe the things that happened to me, and they happened to me at the point in time in my career. Maybe I'll come out with some things later on as things unfold when I get into camp, but I don't want to talk about it at the moment in time. I'm still reflecting on it and figuring some things out." Farr had also sparred Anthony Joshua on a number of occasions during their amateur careers, and the Kiwi was later invited to train with him at the Team GB headquarters, alongside Joe Joyce and Fraser Clark. Farr has been training as negotiations continue for a fight with Joseph Parker. "I sparred AJ before we knew how good he was. So back."
What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also subscribe to my channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. So thank you, Money Penny. Give a thumb up for Money Penny getting through the information. Now that's heavyweight Junior Farr. He's a New Zealander. He may fight Joseph Parker. They're trying to solidify and get that fight done. And he's confirming that he was in camp before the Fury 2 fight. And Wilder did tweak or injure his bicep. This is a picture of the two together, both heavyweights. And he says he doesn't know the extent of the damage, but he confirms that there was a bicep damage or tear. Now, old media, they have been doing anything in their power to try to get this man, Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder, to talk. You see Sky Sports UK media, who's been clout chasing Joshua Fury as if Wilder doesn't exist. Wilder's just been tight-lipped. He's been very quiet. And I love it because it got people trembling, shaking in their boots. They're trying to find any type of inside information from Wilder's sparring partners. They're trying to interview Eddie Hearn, anybody, to see what's going on with that little guy, as Eddie Hearn calls him, that little guy from Alabama, or some guy from Alabama, whatever he said. And I find it amusing at this point. They're going and resorting to his sparring partner to confirm what Wilder told you on the PBC podcast. To my knowledge, Wilder's done one major interview since the Fury loss in February. We went into a pandemic in March, and the only major interview that I've heard, like on record, was the PBC podcast. That was a media obligation that he said he felt like a zombie, and they quoted some of it. He said some things went on and I can't believe it happened to me at this point in my career, etc. And now, you know, they're desperately trying to get him to talk. I love it. You know, I think Wilder should just keep doing what he's doing until he has some big news or he's ready to come out and reveal whatever he's going to reveal. But I believe it's going to be hot. I believe it's going to be a bombshell. I believe it's going to be, you know, things that get everybody in this boxing space talking. Junior Fa, you know, shout out to him. We'll see if he fights Joseph Parker. And, you know, I don't know if they have bad blood, but they're both from New Zealand. So we'll see what that does. There was a couple issues with gloves and money. We'll see if that happens. But he's just confirming. You know, he said Fury had a good game plan. I still believe in Glovegate 2.0. You know, there's a lot of boxers outside of Steve Cunningham. They're not willing to go on record and say that, you know, because these guys are heavyweights too. They might get called to spar Fury or something like that. So, you know, they don't want to mess up potential money by taking a stance. But listen, I'll do it. That Fury glove looks suspect, you know, and it's unexplained. Now, here's the other thing. Aside from trying to get Wilder to talk, old media, they keep saying that, you know, Wilder's making up excuses. I can already hear it. This is not even Wilder talking. You see how old media, they say things that just don't make sense. They're going to say Wilder's making a bunch of excuses. First, it was the 45-pound suit. Then it was the ring walk. Then it was this. And then you felt like a zombie. Then you were spiked. You know, they're going to say all this stuff, right? But he's not even the one talking. This is a Sky Sports interview with New Zealander Junior Fa. And all he said was, I was in camp. Wilder was looking great in camp. I didn't expect it to play out how it played out. Even look at Fury's glove right there. That dimple and dent, that looked weird, bro. But he said, I didn't expect it to play it out like that. But Wilder was looking good in camp. But I can confirm he did hurt his arm, you know, towards the end of the camp. End of story. So Wilder, he's looking like an honest man. Tyson Fury, not so much. Tyson Fury is always involved in Martin Carefoot type of scandals and failed drug tests. And then Martin Carefoot, he recants and disappears for a while. And, you know, now he doesn't want to testify. He says it's been a hassle, this, that, and the third. Everything Wilder keeps saying seems to be accurate. It is corroborated. He said that he, on the PBC podcast, that he had a shoulder surgery because he had tore his bicep. You know, he didn't really say, I don't think he said if it was in the fight or whatever, but he said he had some ligament damage or whatever, and he had a surgery for it. Boom. This is being confirmed that this did happen. Junior Fa said he's not an expert because he doesn't know how serious that is or if it would have played into the outcome. But, you know, old media, they're going to talk and say Wilder's making up excuses, even though Wilder's not really doing any interviews talking. You think he called a sparring partner when he's not doing any interviews and said, hey, go to UK media, go to Sky Sports and tell him this bicep thing. You know, he already said that himself months ago, right when this pandemic first started. So I love it. Wilder got people in a frenzy. They run around like a chicken with their head cut off, just trying to figure out what's happening. And, you know, we'll see. We'll see what the next step is for Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. Me personally, I cannot wait. This is fun. This is a movie for me. And I can't wait for the return of the king, Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. But the arm is now confirmed. He did have to some extent, a bicep injury. Would that have changed the outcome? We don't know. But there's also other things like Tyson Fury's glove, you know, things like that. So the last thing I'll say is, I know people are going to say, oh, Wilder's making excuses, despite the fact that I just mentioned that this is not Wilder bringing this up. This is his sparring partner who's being interviewed with UK media because they have no comments or updated quotes from Wilder. So they're looking and scrounging and trying to find quotes or, you know, Wilder's he's just hot-ish in the boxing world. So people can't stop talking about him. Apparently people are saying he's depressed and, You know, he's taking the loss hard. No one's even talked to him like that, you know, outside of a select small circle of people. And, you know, just a lot of people talking. And I think Wilder's just kicking back, feet up, scuba diving and stuff, and peeping it, watching what people got to say about him. But he'll reemerge. I'm not worried about it one bit. But, you know, people saying that Wilder's making excuses. Again, he's not the one doing this interview, for starters. Beyond that is, to this day, Wilder voice, I have not been able to trace back. Allegedly, there were so many media people that heard Wilder say the 45-pound suit excuse and say this was why he lost or whatever. I have not heard or seen Wilder out his mouth say that. So how is it that there's so many media people that heard him say this, but I haven't heard no audio tape, no conference call, media call, phone call, audio, transcripts? I have not seen a video or YouTube video or Daily Motion or Pornhub. I haven't seen no video of Wilder saying the 45-pound. See, this article is citing stuff like that, and new media show receipts. I seen reports, but it was just quotes. But I can't trace that back to anything. If you go back, just you guys do it. Show me a credible. Don't say Yahoo Sports or whatever, because they didn't show me no source. Show me a video, a Zoom, a Skype, a Instagram Live, an audio, you know, excerpt where Wilder said that on the record or whatever, because I haven't seen it. You know, everyone keeps saying, asked about Wilder's specific issue, blah blah blah. You know, they're quoting this 45-pound suit. That's all I want y'all to know, or that's all I want y'all to show, is this 45-pound suit stuff. Cause it says Wilder initially suggested his ring walk costume weighing 40 pounds. First it was 40. See, that's what I'm saying. So first it was 45 pounds. Now they're quoting it as 40 pounds. It's just like, where did this come from? You know, where did this come from? Now people are changing the weight. So again, I just peeped that. I got big eyes for a reason. First, they were saying the suit was 45, and they were saying, oh, he said he wears a 45-pound weighted vest on Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan. Now this article is saying it's a 40-pound suit. So it's like, where did he say this if people's facts keep shifting? You know, next is going to be a 30-pound suit. Next is going to be a 60-pound suit. You know, in this modern age of 2020, you got to kind of show receipts. Like when Nicki Minaj and Cardi B were beefing and they were at the Met Gala or whatever award ceremony, and then they get in a fight, the two camps get in a fight in the entourage. They said Cardi B like ran up or threw a shoe. There was videos of it that followed right after we started hearing the reports that the two camps collided. What happened next? Pictures, videos, you know, shoes on the ground, and you heard Cardi B yelling. That's usually what you see in 2020. Everybody got a cell phone. So in the age of cell phone and technology at our fingertips, it's mighty ironic that people are quoting Wilder saying the 45-pound suit, 40-pound suit in this article. But I still haven't seen that from Wilder. Where did he say this? You know, was there a post-fight press conference? Was it a Zoom meeting? Where was this said? Because people keep quoting it as he said this. But nonetheless, I can't wait to actually hear from Wilder. You know, I don't want to keep ringing and seeing articles from other people. I'm ready to hear from Wilder. So it's just a waiting game until he feels ready to speak. Let me know what you guys think. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. We working. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more sports. Get unlimited access to premium content with an ESPN Plus subscription. ESPN Plus offers a variety of content, including specials, behind the scenes, docuseries like Bruce Lee's Be Water, and much more. With an ESPN Plus subscription, you get access to a ton of classic archive fights and replays from boxing and the UFC. Big names like, "Hi, I'm Mike Tyson. Come and watch my fight." Floyd Mayweather, "Easy work. I'm rich." And Manny Pacquiao, "Yes, it's up to my promoter. Just to name a few. If that's not enough, you could get the ESPN bundle, which includes ESPN Plus, Hulu, and Disney Plus. All 3 apps, one low price. You don't want to miss out. Make sure you guys click that link in the description box of all of my videos. Ego, signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxingego, the future of boxing.